Well, happy holidays, guys, and here is Football Life 2023 version 2.0 or update 2.0 as they promised by Christmas or before Christmas. It came out last night at midnight. So I am gonna play a robot voice that they have, and we're gonna listen to it to describe some of the general updates, and then we're gonna go in detail for all the stuff that they don't talk about.
Smoke Patch, PC Gaming. Update 2.00 for SP Football Life 2023. Update 2.0 for SP Football Life 2023. Version 2.00, x23.2. The 24th of December 2022.
I'm just gonna play about a minute and a half.
Release before updating. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Dido, SP. Update summary. Multi-language support. 18 languages are now pre-installed. Audio enhancements. Added more tracks, fixed volume control. Database updates. Added players, updated stats, updated squads. Graphics updates and fixes. Updated Cider add-ons and added new features. CL Kit Server, new Nets physics. Added more updated kits, plus 100 teams. Updated the gameplay. The previous version is still available in the new switcher. Added classics in ML and BAL new feature, available in the new switcher. Fixed all edit mode bugs. Old edit files will not work. Added compatibility with Intel Plus 12th Gen processors. Many other fixes and enhancements based on user feedback. Thank you. See details below.
All right, guys. So let's go into the actual details one by one, and I have my comments on it, okay? So let's start with the menu multi-language support. And what I want to say, this is only for the text, in-text languages. So instead of, they only had a couple available at launch, and now they're all available, at least quite a few. All right, and if we were to click on this slide, you see here that you go into the settings, menu language, and this is again, it's just for the language you are reading. And to the right, you see there are quite a few, including Arabic, I think, at the end. Okay, so on audio enhancements, they have reworked the BMG to fix the volume control, so you can actually fix the volume control for any of the features, whether it's commentary, the crowd volume, and things like that. They have a new track list or expanded it, and they have a link there to their YouTube file or video. Okay, so here is all the things that now you can change the music volume, but also you can change anything else, and it will work properly. I did not notice this on the first version. I guess I wasn't playing too much with this section of the game. All right, so on the database updates, as they said before, they will continue updating as eFootball from Konami updates the database. They're going to try to keep up with that. And they will add players or update the squads, etc. in different updates. Hopefully those updates come quickly enough. But remember, the guarantee we have here is that through Smoke Patch, if we just use them, they will continue supporting this product and not PES 2021. They also added more substitutions. I'm supposed that they're going to 5 substitutions now in most competitions, which is nice. Something that you guys were commenting in the channel. So that's good. Now, they do have an extra editable team, which is the American team Zamora FC, which is similar to the Salgiris in Europe or Sirius Negros in Asia. And we'll talk more about this because they said they have fixes in edit mode. Now it's possible and it will save, which was some of the issues before. Okay, So if you were to click here, you can see all the leagues or all the regions of the world that have the teams. I'm not going to go in the whole detail there. But, you know, we covered that before. But you see here, international competitions. And if you go down, you have sub-menus, and you can see all the national teams that are available. The European clubs. And if you go further down, then you can see all the Asian clubs and American clubs that are available, right? And there is a few other ones, including the ones that you can edit. All right. Excuse me. Let me go back. So that's part of the database updates. And then on the CIDR, it's interesting here that they have some updates and some fixes. There's not a lot of detail. I wish there was more detail to exactly what they fix, but I haven't found that they are listing that anywhere. But this is interesting, goal net physics. And we're going to check that at the end of the video. I'm going to show you that. And this is done by Durandil67. Want to make sure that we give him kudos for his work as a contributor. And they have a new kit server with modified kits for 22 teams. And again, I wish that, you know, they're showing it below what those 22 teams are. But they participate in the UEFA Champions League or Euro Cup, or the Europa League, I'm sorry. And you can use the, automatically the kit server will switch to the European competition with the logo on the sleeve. That's what they mean here, okay? And if there is anything for the goalkeeper, they also switch it. So that's pretty nice to keep adding to it, and it will be available to us. And now they say that it's possible to add, update, and change the kit for any team using the kit server. I was able to do it before, but I heard many issues with you guys as well, not being able to fully do this. Hopefully they're covering some of the pitfalls and some of the bugs that came on in the first edition. So here's a number of the teams that are included for Champions League and Europa League. All right, so let's talk about the Switcher updated gameplay. And I'm anxious to try this new gameplay. But as you read here, I have not updated. I'm just reviewing this. I'm doing it live, recording here for you guys to enjoy that, you know, the same process. Spoony Pizzas, he provided a lot of the feedback and input into gameplay. And here's his Twitter account, and you can find there links to his YouTube. I'm subscribed to his YouTube because he's got fabulous content, very high quality. You know, the Switcher is here. Let's open it up. So they got a Football Live gameplay. That's missing the E there, little typo. Version 2 default, and I'm covering here was Classics in Master League and Classic Exhibition. That's interesting. I don't know how that goes against this. But they got the B2 default now. It's going to be a default. If you want to go to the first version that came out for Football Live gameplay, like I was using, then I'm going to have to switch it. Or you can get the standard PES 21 gameplay. But I need to understand what this means, Classics in Exhibition, edit modes. I think that's something else that you can switch. I don't know, you can click more than one of these buttons to make it all active. Well, we'll have to figure that out. If you guys find out, let me know. But I'll be experimenting with that as well. All right, so we covered these details as well. Gameplay, we're gonna have to see that. Probably a separate video on that. All right, classic players in career mode. This is interesting because with the new feature in the Switcher, now you can have the classic players available in the Master League. And then he says, note that the classic teams will not be available any longer in other modes. But however, they have a workaround, and that is, like I have mentioned before, that when you start a Master League, the game takes a picture. It takes a file. It creates a file for the Master League as it is, as the whole game is, with all the rosters. And once you start that, anything that happens after with the rosters will not apply to the Master League, and vice versa. If you change things in the Master League, that will not affect the rest of the game. But you can apply the classic players, start the Master League, and then make the classic players available again for the rest of the game. So that's their workaround here. Again, that is because when you start a Master League, it creates a file with all the players and rosters as they are at the time to start the Master Leagues and locks it in. But that's just for that mode that you started. Okay? So you can still change things after and will not affect the Master League. And you know, I have experimented with that, and this is one of the reasons that you want to do any changes whatsoever before you start your Master League. Very well. They have more information down here. I wanted to go through it, which is the more updated kits. And they said there's a big number of updated kits now already and included in this update. Fantastic. They mentioned that before. They're not giving details of which words they were, I wish. So on edit modes, there are some errors reported. But guess what, guys? Now is possible to edit the shirt number of the players. They did listen to us. They did listen to all the issues and questions we had about why this was not active. And sure enough, good thing they had it in the agenda to fix it. And we'll test it at the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to do that, and we'll test it. Make sure that that's done. And also export and import function. I didn't have issues with that, but we'll see what that is. With the import of kits in edit mode, apparently there was some issues, and I know some people have problem. I didn't have a problem for whatever reason. And they said that's when we were not using the cider. But now with the new executable, it is possible to apply the PNG kits with no issue. And then that's for editable modes or editable kits. And now they will save. I know you guys were trying to apply some of the new kits that I was providing, and they were not saving. So it looks like with this version now, everything is going to work a lot smoother. That is very good news. There is a way, a workaround here, and just follow it, which is starting the normal way without the cider. And they provide both of these executables in the new version. You'll see. That's when once you download, he said, because this will make it work just like PES 2021. And then when you're done, you get out and then you started the Football Life style with the Football Life, including their cider. Okay. All right. Compatibility. I think we covered this before and they have mentioned it. Now it's all, the game has been made compatible with the 12th gen or newer CPUs. Multiple updates and fixes. I wish they were more precise on what they're listing, but I appreciate anything that they provide, you know, including the swap flag, grade booth, kit numbers, and some issues with Johan Cruyff Stadium. I didn't know about that one. There were some known issues. I didn't have a problem because I didn't play the Argentine League, but there were more teams that allowed for the game to manage, and they could not finish the Argentina League because they didn't play all the games that were supposed to. So they have restructured this league, and now they have the right number. So they move those extra, they just picked them out, those extra teams to somewhere else. Now, creative plays, you guys did report this, that you were working on with a creative player and he was leaving early and he was not finishing the season, or at the end of the season, he was not coming back. So they say just to renegotiate his contract. That's funny because that's just like real life. I don't know what what that has to be the solution. But anyways, disable first transfer window. This option was not available or is still not available. So for now, you will still have the first transfer window on. I don't know what that is a big issue because you can always say no to all the transfers. And I do a lot of transfers before the start. So anyways, that's all covered here. I'm going to show you now how to download. It is only one link, guys, 1.2 gigabytes. It's very simple. It happens very fast. Let's drive through MediaFire. So I'm going to click here and take you to the window. Something like this, very busy will come out, but you see that it's generating the link. It just takes a few seconds, and now you can hit download. You hit download, and there have you clean link in MediaFire. We're gonna click that, and I'm just gonna download it into my downloads folder of Windows. And when we extract it, then we'll extract it to the right location, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna save it, and it happens very fast. Look at how that's fast it's going. I know it depends on the hardware you have in your computer, but it should be fairly simple. So there it is, it's done. Now let's go and extract the file. So here I am. I try to open this pretty big so you can see it. I'm gonna right click on it. I like to use 7-zip, and I'm gonna extract to the location I want to have those files in, as they recommended. Remember, don't extract here and then move the file. You need to extract them to the location. So I'm gonna say extract files with 3 dots. That means that I'm gonna have to select a location. So it always picks C, but I'm gonna find my game, which is in the G drive. I know that. That's what I put it really separately. I got a big folder, it's called Football Live. And I know where it is. So Football Live 23, and I have a folder that's called game files. So whenever they say put it in the game files folder, I have no issue because I named that folder game files. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna say okay, and it will extract next to the other applications that I had before, which you saw the executable for the game, etc. So I'm gonna go here, and it should work okay. Let me just see. Let me just verify that. I'm gonna hit OK. I edited the file to just jump right away. So you see here the address is properly as I'm selecting it, and it's got a password there, but I didn't see a password required in the website. Let's see. Well, it's working. It's working, and it's working very fast, as you can see. Again, it depends on your computer, but I expect this step to be pretty fast. Now, it's not going to be next to this because we extracted right to that location, right? So let me go there, which is in G for me, and Football Live, and I know it's inside this guy. There's a game files folder. There it is, the game file folders. And here's where you see all the applications for Football Live, you know, the Cider add-ons, download data, etc. And you need to activate this guy here, okay? The only one with a date for December 23rd. The only file that has December 23rd is the one you need to double click to activate the installation. Okay, guys, don't get confused with that. I think that's one of the things that is not very clear in the website, but I'm explaining it here to you guys, okay? So 2.0, say yes here, and I need to go back again and select the folder. So I want to select again, it's going to be the game folder. You think that after doing that, it will put it right here, but no. Game files, whatever you call it, you know where that is. but it should be where all the applications are. All right. And I'm going to say next, and that should install the update. We'll check a couple of things real quick. Maybe do that in a next video. I don't know. So it is installed, guys. We'll check that it's installed. And yeah, that thing is still there. But now you see these two guys has a December 22, December 15 dates. And these are the two that you can use to start the game with the cider or without the cider. Okay. And they also included, now the executable or the starting button should be here on your desktop. And I'm going to use that one. This is the one with the cider. I don't know why this thing always popping up, but I just say okay and it will start the game. Okay, no issue. It's loading. It's loading nice. Okay, guys, let's verify the version, and there it is. Update 2.0 is installed, guys. I hope this was helpful. Now you know how to go through it. You know the details. Not all the details because they didn't list enough details, but at least we kind of get a whole idea. I describe a few more things, and we'll test this and get back all together if I find any issues. But for now, this is a way to install it. Pretty simple. And I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. I'll see you on the next one. As always, remember, I'm always here. You can contact me on Instagram or right here in the comments below. Thanks again.